Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hopefully you're enjoying every single day that you have. I think sometimes people forget that the only guarantee that we have in life, it truly isn't taxes, although depending on where you live, that is true. It's death. That mortality is finite. It's long but yet short. There's this yin and yang. We need to move with urgency, yet it's going to end. And by having that thought process that it's going to end, it hopefully moves us towards something that we truly want to be doing, finding happiness in the moment, not thinking that happiness is a destination. Understanding that we need to do things today and not just wait for a better tomorrow. Focus on the now and the present. Looking forward to chatting with you later throughout this vlog. Sherman's out. Morning, everybody. I was able to make it through traffic. Really not too much, so it was about 55-minute drive here. First one here to the office. Had to restart the computer, some kind of update. And so while there's an update, decided I'd get some curls in and do the daily vlog. Did the podcast today on leadership, was focusing in on specifically when it comes to leadership is delegating and empowering others to be able to lead different projects or tasks and leveraging their skill sets and talents. Because sometimes what happens is we hire people and then we tell them what to do and how to do it instead of allowing their talents, their aptitude, their skill set to really bring value to the organization. So if you're going to hire somebody, you may as well have them be the sayer of what needs to go on in order to drive things for your organization. If we're constantly telling them what to do, then ultimately why did we hire them? Because now we're not giving them the opportunity to do it their way, in our way, right? So you want to be able to train and develop what your style is, what your culture is, but then allow their skill set to have their own stamp on it. So you're delegating through trust. Second is you're then allowing them to have their own stamp on certain projects. The reality of that is that your name might get diminished when you start allowing others to lead, and that's okay. It doesn't take away from your ego, doesn't take away from your ability. It should actually add to it because you're now a leader taking control of the organization. And then I did finish off the podcast with focusing in on, as a leader, constantly looking at getting better. And ultimately, it still comes down to communication. What you're saying you're going to do, listening to others. I think it's extremely practical in meetings when you have different projects, is to actually listen. What do they want? How can you help them get to where they want to go? That's extremely powerful. And then I was listening to the Book of Mormon as I was driving in, 10 chapters. I listened to Audible's audio at 2 times the speed. Listened to my goals, my life goals that I created, and then was listening to a Gary V video that he had done. So I'm listening to just an audio right through the speakers in the car, and he's talking about business. And right now, when it comes to marketing, never before could you really hone in and have a laser focus on specific people like you can in digital marketing. So for example, if you wanted to target a specific demographic, age, right, 45 to 65, and you wanted them to have interest in a specific keyword, maybe they're Texan, they're Houston Texan fans, or they're really into pottery. You can put that in as a keyword in Facebook or a lot of these digital platforms, and then that allows your ad then to be targeted to those specific individuals instead of the shotgun approach. I think people still think they need to do a shotgun approach, but if that's not your client base, if that's not your niche, then why are you getting overly concerned about what that looks like from a shotgun perspective? When it comes to marketing right now, it's all about laser focus. Who do you want and who do you want to work with? And ultimately, who's going to want to work with you? Laptop's still charging, so gonna go get something to drink and then get going for the day. So hope you're doing well. We'll talk to you soon. Sherm's out. End of the day here, Monday. Want to be able to get in the vlog here. My phone actually died. I totally forgot to bring a charger to work today. So let's see. Let's recap what happened today. Came down, did the podcast, did the lifting you saw. Ended up getting in 10 sets, 10 reps each. I had to do a couple of items necessary for my licenses, and got that completed. Had a interview, and then had a one-on-one meeting with one of the employees, and then ended up getting on a weekly cadence with the support staff in the team to be able to make sure that we're on the same wavelength, to be able to review people that we're looking at bringing on board. At the same time as we have people coming in and out of the office, want to make sure that the office manager is aware of who is who and what their what the overall strategy is, and let her be aware of the conversations that we had from last week in our process and everything. Then was able to have a good meeting with a couple other people in the industry, and then came back and had a couple of phone calls out to a couple of employees, just checking in with them how their week's going, and putting into place some more of the calendar pieces. Like, I'm involved with the chamber, making sure that I have those events all calendared out, so that way I'm ready to go. Tomorrow morning is very busy. Have an 8:30, a 10 o'clock, and an 11. So I'll be going back to back to back. But in the afternoon, I'll have an opportunity to get ahead in regards to some of the things that we had talked about, in regards to like some of the web learning that's necessary, that I need to complete in order for me to be able to continue training and developing not only myself personally, but also others. It's always easier to teach others when you already have had the training and development done yourself. Good day. Oh, then it ended up on the personal side, was able to, as my nephew's eight-year-old birthday, and so I met up with the family for dinner, and then came home. So hope you're doing well. Trim's out. Oh, Packers won. That was a good one. Great game today. Win over the Niners. End of the really last play of the game. Really last plays of the game. Good game.